there is one thing that I'm going to talk about for the rest of my life, and it is the fact that I met 5 Second Summer. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sophia, and if you're returning, it's really nice to see you again. Thanks for coming back. Today I'm going to be talking about my super exciting 5 Sauce meet and greet on the 5 Sauce 3 tour in Toronto on April 13th, 2018. But before I get into that, 2 quick things. 1, make sure you follow me on my social medias and as well as subscribe to my channel. 2nd, at the end of this video, I will be talking about a giveaway that I will be doing that is related to 5 Second Summer. So make sure you keep watching to the end to see what it's all about. That's all I have to tell you. So let's get into today's video. So if you didn't know already, I went to see 5 Second Summer in Toronto April 13th on the 5 Sauce 3 tour, which is a promo tour for their album Young Blood. To start off, I'm gonna tell you the background. Me and Michelle and other girls, a whole bunch of people we're all going together. We all planned out how we're gonna get barricade. Michelle, Kat and I would all go first, and we would save spots for everyone. So we got there at 10:45 after we found out someone had been there since 10:30, so like 15 minutes. But yeah, so we slept on the streets. Everyone all met us the latest 7:30, 8 o'clock, so most of us were there for at least 12 hours. And yeah, so we were just hanging out because there's nothing really to do, and we'd be getting up to let people go to the bathroom or like going to get ready. Yeah, so about 2 o'clock we did our last sort of run because we had an Airbnb nearby, so we were bringing stuff back and forth all day just so that, like, you know, it wasn't a mess. While we were at the B&B, I texted her saying that, like, stay in the spot, we're gonna get food before we come back because we haven't eaten all day. And she said no, like, everyone's here, so it's fine. And then I was like, okay, that's good, I just don't want to lose the spot. And then she texted me at 3 o'clock saying apparently there's 40 meet and greet winners and they all get barricade. And I was like, for fuck's sake, are you serious? And she was like, yep, they get in before us. And I was like, that's absolutely fucking ridiculous, biggest waste of my time. And I told Michelle what was happening, and she was upset too. We were both upset. Like, we were like upset and like pissed off. Like, it was not our best time. So we were like, well, we might as well just take our time now. Like, there's no point, we're not gonna be getting barricade. Like, at the Danforth, it's probably about like 30 people across, so we would be second. Yeah, so we were just upset by that, and we get back to the line and we're just like talking about how upset we are. But then we get a good thing. As you saw in the vlog, 5 Sauce did shout outs when they went to visit Much Music, and we did get a shout out, so I'll just put that up here.
It says here, Michelle Payot says, and I would, because we've been waiting in line since 10:45 p.m. Is this a reply?
Yeah, it's a reply.
It's a reply.
Yeah.
What was the original tweet?
Who wants a shout out?
Who wants a shout out?
Oh, they would.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
They were waiting in line since 10:45 p.m. last night. That is dedication. Wow. We're not even there yet, so we'll be there soon.
I'll also link it below to the actual like tweet that it happened on. That was about 4:30-ish, and then 5:15, 5:30, like that kind of window. We were saving the spots of the girls in front of us who had gotten there at 10:30 the night before because they just wanted to go to their car and warm up. And yeah, so we were standing at the front of the barricade of the line, not like the barricade inside. We're just standing there talking. It's me, Michelle, Caitlin, Jeanette, and Erica standing in that like little area, and like the rest of our group is like behind us and like they're doing whatever. And these 2 women walk out. They were working like with U Music or whoever. I didn't know it was U Music yet. And they walk out and they like walk a little past us, and they stop near to where some of our other group members were, and they were like, who here is a big 5 Second Summer fan and can prove it? And then Linda does something, and they're like, okay, who can top that? And me and Michelle from the side were like, we slept here. And then I think someone from behind us echoed, they were like, yeah, they slept here. And one of the women like just looked at us and was like, you slept here? Like, kind of like, why are you kind of crazy? And that's fine, like, it is crazy to sleep on the street. And then they said something, and then Michelle, she was like, oh, I met my best friend because of them. And they were like, ooh. And then they walked over. One woman was holding a camera, so not a camera, like a phone. So she was filming Michelle as she told a story about how she met her friend Becca. Not me. We met because of Scott, so it's different. Her friend Becca, who lives in Australia now, but they met on the Star Stripes and Maple Syrup tour, which, you know, they did a show in Toronto. And yeah, she was just saying how, like, they met and, like, they're supposed to see each other, but then, you know, something came up and she can't come here, so they're gonna see each other in December. But they're really excited that, like, that they got to meet because of Fire Sauce, and they, like, really bonded over that. And then Michelle talked about how we were here together, and we, you know, we slept here, like, we love them so much, we're so excited to see them, we really wanted to be close. And then the woman who's not holding a camera for me music, she was like, so you guys slept here and you're here together? And we were like, yep. And, you know, like, all of our friends, there's, like, the girls who won meet and greet, I know, like, 4 of them, and they're standing on one side, and then we have all of our friends here, and something's happening. I'm kind of, like, oblivious, so I didn't really pick up on it until it becomes obvious. And they went from music. She's like, well, how would you feel if you met them? And we both freak out. Like, everyone was freaking out, but, like, me and Michelle were, like, super freaking out, because then she's like, I have 2 extra wristbands. Do you want them? Like, of course we want them. What the hell? So we look at her, and I'm crying. Michelle, when she, like, dropped down, she dropped her drink, and she's ugly crying. I'm ugly crying. I also had ugly cry, like, an hour before because of the shout out. So I had a lot of crying that day. So she's crying, I'm crying, all of our friends are freaking out. Yeah, so she puts the bracelets on us, and she was like, at 6:30, come find me, but, like, there's a line, so, but yeah, she said 6:30, come find me, like, have fun. And they walked like, back a little, and then all of our friends, like, came and, like, hugged us, and it was really sweet. And, like, there was so much love in that moment. I was kind of, like, freaked out by it. I've never felt, like, that much love in, like, with, like, a whole group of people in, like, my entire life. And, like, there were a couple girls I didn't even know, and they were still excited. It was a beautiful moment. And then a bunch of us, we were just, like, kind of standing around. They're like, here guys, let's sing along to, like, Youngblood or whatever. So they played it and they filmed us, and, like, it got on their story. And Michelle was also on their story when she fell and was ugly crying, so it's fine. And yeah, so that was about, like, 5:30, and then as soon as, like, it happened, and I was shaking so bad. I was texting everyone. I texted Sarah, I texted my mom, texted my entire family. I was like, I'm meeting 5 seconds of summer. I don't know what I did to deserve it. So at 6:30, they start letting us in, you know, like, we were hanging out on the line, talking to people. Like, I've done meet and greet for Scott, and it was, like, so laid back compared to the one for 5 seconds of summer. We walk in, they check the bags like normal, like, that's completely fine. Like, every venue does that, like, VIP or not. We walk in, and, you know, like, they stamp you, like, the venue stamps that you can't go back out, like, there's no ins and outs. Then they stamp your ticket too, like, they scan it, like, so you're in, like, you can't be sent out after this. You're not allowed to use your phone, right, which is normal. Like, usually they have you just put it away in your bag. For Fire Sauce, they gave you a sealed envelope, and you had to put your phone in that. It was really intense. And then they had us wait in the Danforth. There's like there's a higher level, so there's stairs, and we were waiting on the stairs. A girl that we met in line, Jade, she was in front of us, and her friend were the first 2, so me and Michelle were the second group. Their security comes and tells us, you know, like, we have some rules, because, you know, they're touring, like, all year, so we want them to be healthy, so no hugs. You can't ask to do poses just because there's a lot of people. Yeah, and he's just like, if you have any gifts or anything for the boys, like, give it to a member of the team, and the team will pass it on. And, like, that was really all of it. And then another member from the team, a younger guy who was in security, before you went in, he took your bag and stuff so that it wouldn't be in the photo, and there was a table nearby where he would put it, and just so, like, you could get it on your way out. So Jade went in, and, like, it was all good. And then when it was our turn, he gets our stuff, and he's like, all right, so you're next. So we walk up. The first person I saw was Luke fucking Hemmings. And honestly, like, it's just because of the way I walked, and he was on the end. You'll see it in the meet and greet picture, but he's on the other end, so, like, the far side. So he's gonna, like, when I turned and, like, you're looking straight ahead, that's who I saw. And I was like, I don't need to go to heaven to see an angel. Oh my god, it was beautiful. So they do rush you. It was a really quick meet and greet, but we walked in, Ashton was the first one, so he was like, hi guys, how are you? And like, I'm super starstruck, and like Michelle was walking in first, and we were just like, yeah, good. And I'm like, oh my god, like this is not real. Like, I'm super stressed in this moment. We had just gotten the wristbands an hour ago. We had no idea what to do. Our original plan, we thought Ashton and Callum were gonna be on the far side, so Michelle was gonna stand with them. So as like we walk, and then it hits me as I'm like standing, like going to stand in between Ashton and Callum, that we are not standing next to our faves. So I look at Michelle really fast, and I'm like, we need to switch, like, do you want to switch? And I try to like not sound too mean, like, because you know I love them all so much, but if I'm gonna get one photo with them in my entire life, I'm gonna be standing next to Luke. So we switch, and the whole time it's a short walk between them, but I'm super stressed and panicked. Like, I'm a naturally like nervous, like awkward person, so of course when I'm like cutting into their time here, because they're obviously on like a schedule, I'm kind of like, sorry, I'm so sorry. And I'm like stand between Luke and Michael, and Michael, you know, just a great guy, he's just like, it's okay, like it's fine. And I felt like really reassured by that, because I was really panicked and I didn't want to waste their time, like more of their time. But like, we stand there, it's like a couple seconds, the photographer is like 1, 2, 3, and the picture is taken, and I couldn't look at them. I was so emotional and nervous, and I walk away and I'm shaking, and I'm like, nice to meet you guys, and they say bye. And I'm so glad I got to have that. So I'll just put the meet and greet picture up as I talk. But yeah, so after, when we walk away, we grab our stuff and we go down, because we're gonna be let into the hall of the venue after. And it's just so crazy. Like, we were standing there, and then I just start crying on Michelle. Like, I just like go, and I'm like crying into her shirt, like on her shoulder, and there's a security guy over there, and he's like, is she okay? And then Michelle, I know, says yes. I'm pretty sure she's nodded her head. Like, I felt some movement, and then the guard was just like, is she just overwhelmed with emotion? And I was like, yeah, I am, because, you know, I got like no sleep, and then all of a sudden, like, my day is gone from like, it was really good, and then it went bad, and then it just became really good again, you know. So, and then after, like, we're all talking about our experiences, like, it's so surreal that it even happened. Yeah, and then they let us into the hall of the Danforth. We get to spot on barricade. Like, we were like right of center a little at first, and then these 3 girls, they were standing like at center, and they walked away, so we split over. And then the people from Universal Music who sponsored our meet and greet, I guess, they were like, oh, we're gonna play you like the next single. Yeah, so they played the studio version of Lie to Me, which is a song they play live, so I've heard it a million times, but it's nice to hear the studio version and actually know what the words are. So after that, they gave us merch and like these little bags. It was a t-shirt and a pop socket. Yeah, so after that, it was the show. Such a crazy experience. Like, thank you, U Music. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, I never thought in a million years I would even meet them, and I'm really grateful that I got to like meet the band that helped me out, that, you know, like saved me basically, because not a lot of people will get to do that, and I'm really lucky like how that day turned out. Like, it's so crazy. Even now, like, when I think about it, all I can do is smile when I look at that meet and greet picture. I'm just so happy it happened. But that's the story of how Michelle and I met 5 Seconds of Summer. So now, as I did say at the beginning of this video, I am doing a giveaway related to 5 Seconds of Summer. Originally, I was just gonna give away one of the Target versions of the album, but that would only be the US, and I was like, no. So what I've decided to do is I will be giving away Young Blood, and I will be ordering it from the 5 Sauce store, so it can like go anywhere. You'll get to choose whether you want one of the vinyls or one of the like the deluxe version of the CD from their store. So to enter, please follow these rules. I'll tell you now, and it'll also be on my Twitter. Yeah, I'll link the tweet down below. To enter, you will need to be subscribed to me, because like this is for my subscribers, and you need to be following me on Twitter, because that is how I will contact you. And then like on Twitter, you'll have to retweet like the giveaway tweet, and you can say why you want the album, why you love them, what your favorite song is, what you're excited to hear, like something 5 Sauce related there. And yeah, I will be checking if you are subscribed, and if you are following me on Twitter. Twitter is the easier one to check. YouTube is a little harder, but I'll figure it out. And then I'll be picking, I think, June 1st, June 2nd. The specific date will be in the tweet. Now, for an extra thing, I really want to give it away to someone who is like an active, I'm not saying like, oh my god, every day like you're filling my notifications, but I want to be able to like know that you are interested in me and my content as well. Following and being active on Instagram is kind of like just like one bonus entry, you know, because I'm gonna put it into like Excel and then pick a random number. That's all. The giveaway tweet will have more clear instructions. It'll also be in the description box down below, the specific instructions. So that's all I have to say. That's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a thumbs up, you know, and a comment down below if you did. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, tell your friends, tell your dog, stay beautiful, and I will see you next time. Bye. Bye.